In today's tutorial, we are looking at the center back position, and we're talking specifically about things you can do when your team or you specifically are in possession of the ball. In a different tutorial, I'll talk about what to do when you're out of possession, when your team is defending, but today we will look at the attacking roles and just give you some ideas so you can make better decisions on the field. So we'll be the red team. We'll focus mainly on these two center backs, center halves here. Yes, the blue team does have fewer players, but that's just for demonstration purposes. So first of all, what do you do when your goalkeeper has the ball? Well, you want to give him options to play short. So it should look something like this. Our fullbacks get up the pitch. Let's say it's a goal kick. If they're going to allow you to play out the back, I would encourage you to do your best to play out the back. Even if in the beginning it's a bit scary for some players to play possession out of the back, but it makes the game so much easier if we can possess the ball out of the back rather than always just kicking it forward and hoping that we can win the first one or win the knockdown. So as your goalkeeper gets the ball, get width, give him an option, whether that's on a goal kick or whether he just has the ball at his feet. Give him a passing option, get nice and wide. Now saying that, if they come and press us like this and they don't let us out, then don't stand back here. Get your line up further up the field, and that will force the other team to get further up the field. And now this time we've committed to the long ball, and hopefully we'll win the first one or win the knockdown, and then we can keep possession of the ball. But if they're going to allow you to play out the back, then yes, get wide, get your width, and try to get that ball at your feet. So what happens if you receive the ball in this position? Now what do? Where do we go? Okay, well first of all, you can always play the ball wide right away. So let's say the ball was played here, played to you, and you received in this position. Okay, you could play wide. If this guy gets closed down, I just want you to come and give him a passing option. Okay, so if your fullbacks receive the ball and they don't have a passing option, let's say our line is like really high like this, he's forced to go back here, or he's forced to play it into you here in an awkward position, or he just doesn't have a comfortable angle. Okay, so if your fullback has the ball, you want to give him an angle and an outlet. And that might be a bit exaggerated, but something like that. And then as this other center back, you want to anticipate that the ball is coming around the back, so you want to get here, and hopefully this fullback will be wide, and we can play like this around the back and move the ball to the other side. Now we have space to attack. Did it nice and composed, two touch around the back, move the ball quickly. The key here is that you move the ball quickly. If you give him this nice angle here, and then you get the ball, and then you take a touch, and then you get your head up, and then you take another touch, it's taken too long. We've already got closed down. We have to play it back and just boot it up the field. Okay, so make sure when you're playing that ball around the back, yes, you're composed. You're not rushing the pass. You're not just forcing it in there if you see this guy is marked. Okay, but we are moving the ball quickly. It should be two-touch play. Out of your feet, two-touch, out of your feet, two-touch. Boom, we're on down the other side and we're ready to attack. Okay, you can also play the ball into these players here, into your holding midfielders or your central midfielders. If you can play the ball into here, this is great, because these guys are the playmakers. They're the ones you want to get the ball to. Something like that. Okay, so let's say he was pressed here, you receive the ball. Can you play into here sometimes? Especially if this guy can get turned, and then he can play more advanced passes from that position. And it just forces the other team to come and close, and maybe that creates more space for us on the wings. Okay, so try to play the ball into these central midfielders. If he does have a man on him, just tell him man on, and you can get that ball back. Okay, where you play into here, you say man on, and he might play out here, one touch, and it just forces the players to move to the ball. Sometimes playing that ball when he has defenders on him is a good thing, as long as you give him the information, tell him man on, because it forces everyone to come tight to the ball, and now that creates space for our other players to get involved in the play. Okay, so think about playing to your wingers, and then just giving supporting angles, playing into your midfielders, and giving supporting angles in case they are trapped. Okay, you can also play a more direct ball, and I'd encourage you to have both parts to your game. Playing the short passes, good passes to feet, but also playing long balls over the top, and to your strikers, to your wingers. Let's talk about that. Let's just get this blue team arranged. Good. So as I said, you can play these nice ones to feet, but sometimes we need to stretch the play. If we're always playing short passes, the other team is going to start playing a much higher line on us, and we're not going to have space to play. So to keep them honest, you also want to be able to play diagonals over the top. You can play that ball into the striker. For example, let's say you went and you received the ball off your fullback here. Okay, you can play that ball into him here. Try to hit that like into his chest or into his feet. Give him a chance to control it. Or sometimes if it's played off his head, it's fine, as long as other players are running for that flick to get the second ball. Okay, but you can play that direct ball. But I encourage you to do it with composure and quality. Don't just hit it and hope. Try to hit it and give him something that he can actually control. Maybe he can bring it down and then play into the midfielders, and we can go forward like that. Okay, you can also play that diagonal across the top. You can play it into here. If you receive it here and someone's making a run here, you can also play that ball in behind, okay? But I would encourage you to overhit. If you're trying to play a through ball, it's better for you to overhit than to underhit, and now they win possession and they're coming back and our guys were making forward runs like this. Okay, so if you are going to hit that diagonal in the beginning, until you master the weight, think about overhitting it, because even if it's overhit, he can still get there and we can still make something of it. Everyone's coming to join in and we can still make something of that. Okay, and you'll discover which is the right weight of pass. But as I said, you can always play into the fullback's feet and then show for an option. You can play into the midfielder's feet and then give him an option, or you can play more direct. You can play, if you're a winger or your striker is making a run out wide, you can play that ball over the top. You can play that ball into the striker's feet or into his chest and let him control it and hold it up so our other players can play out off of him. Or if you have it in your locker, you can play that nice diagonal to the winger, making that run on the wings. So those are the main areas you're going to receive the ball. Obviously, if we're higher up the field, it's just the same thing. Center back is a lot about giving outlets, giving your teammates a way out. So if we do have to go backwards, we can still keep possession of the ball. And when you're playing with two center backs, you don't want to be too close to him like this. You want to give width, and it allows us to move the ball quicker. Use the speed of the ball to our advantage. If we're too compact like this, as I said, it's just easier for the opposition to defend. So if you know your center back, your partner center back has the ball, get a little distance between you and give him an angle, and we can move that ball quickly around the back. So those are just a few ideas. As I said, in another tutorial, I will go into more depth about defending and who you should be defending, which space you should be defending, how you should be moving as a team. But for today's tutorial, we're just talking about possession. I hope you found that valuable. If you did like this tutorial, please like, please comment, and please share this video with your friends. I will talk to you tomorrow.